Abusia, member we be akwaba e de ba nokre TV papa e de nokre ejuma. Abusia fo na nsen ensem bi koso e wo social media no so. Kevin Taylor ene yade nyina katachi AFRIFA anya beef bi a banta bi a enya asem ketwa kra. Na obeka ya Kevin Taylor a owo US abrochimam de bia ne kasa mu na atem didie kwasia aboa no didi atem ebi wo kro timi ka sebi ekase obi etwa ase ni nyina eno ana se obeka ya baumia de ma katachi AFRIFA kra no ebu befu ya one no enya asa banta ne se obeka ya baumia kogina simpie bi so na platform bi so ka se wono de kiefa Ghana card any interchanges a ko be choose Ghana card over Ghana card no over 100 yana 1000 interchanges ama ne den treha e wo Ghana ha ma obia de na no twombi no kwasem de Dr. Mahamud Baumia kan ne de sabi na nyansa anim de na mmom no omo kan enne ana katachi AFRIFA echechem se de papa ne kan ne de no kranyam anim ne we de bi wo mu oyusu ye say he will choose Ghana card over ewo mu no ana ekofa asem de ba say wanka ne yie wo ho na mmom Ghana card ne very important because Ghana has ye bibia na say ye wo data ewo ho no ma eno ene betima aboa ma bibia akoso abusia membese metwentwen waso yanko ne yanko tie katachi AFRIFA asem a okafa Kevin Taylor ene Ghana card ho in fact wan fa nche no obiebie ne mu ema no hu say yes enokre nsem bi wo ha katachi AFRIFA kan eye nokre a wosie nyina yetie ne yedi tu ye hofo abusia obetima ajaw comment no so ewo video na se na yahu ena se your first time ana wo hwe nokre TV a wo moden na subscribe for my na push ma nu abi nso nya bi nhwe na yenko yanim na yentie nokre yentie katachi AFRIFA emfa emra
Abrantie we discuss Ghana card. And he was talking about General that is sending me. General sent it to me that Ghana card, was about Umiyako said, I will choose Ghana card over 100 interchanges. Is that correct? General said, okay. Why be choose Ghana card over interchange? We are kwasia. Why be choose Ghana card over food? We are boa. Why be choose Ghana card over? We are Jimmy. What is this? What is this? Yes, I don't believe Bawumia must say, I will choose Ghana card over the word over and necessary. But then again, you can't stand on that and rubbish the importance of Ghana card. Bawumia says, I will choose Ghana card over 100 interchanges. I can sometimes understand why Bawumia will say, I will choose Ghana card over 100 interchanges because of the enormous importance of Ghana card. And you see, the youth of this country, maybe a Kevin Taylor, what is here? Emotions, drama, call it. And now bread and butter issue. Yes, bread and butter issue. But you will not do things with emotions. And Kwasiani Abuana, they be a motive on the submission. It is because he lacks substance. It is because he lacks information. So we will be a discuss matter. Now we enough information. We enough substance. Kwasiani Abuakra MM. Because information is enough for you to digest it and throw it to the people. Say, unya time onka kwasia any abua tienye. Information tie, insult and tantrums is only weapon for the weak mind. Insults and tantrums are a weapon for the weak mind. Weak mind that only mean discussing incident here and share why this is that. And the best as here kwasia. Abua, Jimmy, don't do that. Kevin, don't do that. Listen, do proper education. Offer Google. You can Google. Obviously, I can Google. I can Google. I think a simple Google search would have helped you with your analysis. Say you mischief, and our person way. Na say you person who educated woman for no. A simple Google search would have helped you, Mr. Man. It would have helped you in the sense that Yes, I have said, I don't believe Baumia should have said Ghana card over interchange. But you see, the importance of Ghana card can also not be overlooked. Now, Kelvin will say, you can bread and butter issue as a Ghana card. You can Ghana card for card network. It is not just about card and the crowd seminar. You to munti enough of the emotions, enough of the tantrums and insult. It's more of education. Munshia dear. Card in the crowd seminar. Enya bibia, enchere. This card is only a symbol and just a piece, a small piece. Okay? Generally. But on that piece, you're collecting a data, information. Information even say from 1957. Dr. Kwame Nkrumah will say, "Oh, build your mania. You need to know the padudua a war minimum. Ezo wuni padudua tia sankregwa. Ezo wuni padudua ti bomfachiase. Ni padudua tia guna. Enti sesebio o chef fertilizer a ye di dua aduane. Emma food security wo china aduane en shorted to say 1983 ya. You need data. You know what I say? Eh? So Ghana card is about collection of data. So data no what China you betimi dia bo man ho bra. Se bi o manfo ne benya aduane di afebo a. Ye be hunu say se ye di seedlings ko bomfa enipa dodo ati bomfa enie. Se nipa dodo say you to dodo say the wom o meye farming. Ye the cattleers e ko a carpenters dodo say the wo bomfa. Masons don't say you need data and information. So one, second, like I say food, and we here at Ghana card. Food is linked to collection of data. So Dr. Kwame Nkrumah ye birth and death registry. Birth and death registry, no, Najuma say obetimi achire ni padodo ayawo mo, eri padodo aya de yekuo. Then President Kufuor in 2003 saw that sabi o ye be move forward as Omaya. Your birth registry no omutimi ye bi mo bia birth certificate ngofo etwagum de bia. So we need a centralized system of collection data be say udin baby a hotie o maame o papa unuanom wadwuma awoye oyere uma ye wia ya sai age wo fingerprint yaje wo eye yaje wani Ghana card na card na ekura na hian. Yaji all these information or telephone numbers. Baby obi ati your address system. Baby a what your address. So Kevin tell like I said we should choose bread and butter issue over Ghana card. I mean come on please. A simple Google search. You will know say for food security, food security. We are largely talking about some man for benya aduane di afebo. Fertilizers do do say no mu hia ebe mo no buy aso because we don't do bread and butter issues on a guesswork. O build o manya. Oman yenye guesswork Mrs. say Asante Agona for omuye nipa dodo be say we don't do that. That is why in US ye wo akola kim ni amano eye ono ankasa ni social security number awodebe nante because we need to have data on the number of people in a certain particular area. Then somebody will mention population census. We will come there. Again, information na ye de Ghana card jeje ye no. Dia boane say Sabiosi yebeye interchange ya. Interchange no untimi sore for interchange mesi eya Achimota Petroleum. Because information on the Ghana card will tell you that the number of people living within the vicinity of Achimota Petroleum, the number of cars registered, the number of days, sabio omu here interchange. The momosha Ghana card information na yejeje ye no a. Ufri eya aha call fan call enen sawomwa. In the last 10 years, people have lived in Ayo Fankon Sawam, so you need an interchange there to ease Ayo movement and traffic. So obviously, information and data collection during the Ghana card. Untiminka say interchange is more important than Ghana card. Medical catchers say yam building on guesswork. So, Mr. Man, a simple Google search on the importance of collection of data. Now, this is a case where as Omai, Tienio, as Omai, call a passport office, call a passport, yes, for our fingerprint, bra, niaje, yes, for our eye, bra, niaje, yes, for Udi, for our mamidi, for our papedi, for this, bra. oko DVLA oko driver's license yes for odi for papa di for mama di for onua di for osesi so for wanibra ni age oko birth and death registry ni age the same information gaedru si abeto aba na isi nso aba for odi for mama di for papa di for this bra ni age. So you see, we've had pockets of this information and say SIM card registration, the same information. Udi, Omamidi, Omapedi, Odi, and government is spending too much on this kind of gathering information. So if Mr. Man, you are talking about say previous so and go for dia. Sikana debia ye de koma passport for edit information on Udi, Omamidi, Opapedi. If we have a centralized system, said the yadiji information on the Ghana card, passport office do not need to say, Ombesa collecting a data biometric information, Udiu, Mamidiu, Papedi. So says now it can go into agric, and that agric is going to produce food, and the people are going to enjoy. Sikana debia DVLA, edegigi information, biometric data information on Udi, Umamidi, Upapedi, Sene Ghana card yet we will have a centralized system where and the man for betimiako se DVLA here, the here is on Bebodi, no more enter into a the G5 system, no Ghana card information in Yagusuno. Now DVLA are downloading information. They don't need to collect another data by using state money. So such state money, bet me into development of roads. Money now birth and death registry for GG Sikadabia the year and your collection of biometric data. Some biometric data no and they say your Ghana card information in near the baby obiate, in the baby and the street war, in the Majuma obia DVLA passport you can say birth and death registry easy. Information that they be almost spending well over millions and millions of dollars a year. They don't need to do that again. So Sasikane can go into development. So Mr. Man, you need to understand the importance of a year gathering of information. You don't come and rubbish Ghana card because Baumia has said that Ghana card, is a medical guy just a word he used there over in it is equally important as Ghana card. Now, Nanseya na Ghana kwasai a African Continental Free Trade Area Agreement. African Continental Free Trade Area Agreement and all the barriers are Africa is stopping the free movement of people, the free movement of goods and services. Trading among ourselves, African continent be here for trading among ourselves. If government can benefit the full potential of this African Continental Free Trade Area Agreement, government needs data of Nemanfo. Government needs ECOWAS card. Every Nigeria, Benin, Togo, Ghana, Cote d'Ivoire, we are all using the same card, because there is something called regionalism. Now trade regionalism. You come together as a people, you trade among yourselves, but you need information and data. So the planning. You need information and data. The number of people in Nigeria, the number of people in Nigeria, fabrics, the number of people in Nigeria, it's almost information hobby because you need data. So be a businessman. Now pursue be a business. This data now access to it. Within this vicinity, there are more youth, and for that matter, we need to go and do it well. Say the be a business. So you don't build a nation with guesswork. Mr. Man, a simple Google search would have educated you on the importance of information. You may not like this government. You may not like Baumia. But then again, you don't come and sit there and not educate the youth. Do you know what I say? You need to educate the youth on the importance of gathering information. Now, security matters. Say mrantiane maba wani be safe. So mine be safe wa. Omaya yetimua from 19 koyoho besin there. Sebi previous so. Ye address system ye so porous. It is obi ekobokrono armed robbery yedru we don't even have one single database. You want the fingerprints and the biometric information of people in it. Nanka mpese osha American movie obi kum obi bo so makọ no makọ pinke fingerprint on the scene meboa you know boa omo pinke fingerprint on the scene. The only ade betimi aboa fingerprint ni say yajeji wo man ni nyina obi a fingerprint and fingerprint no it is unique to obia. It is your scene near pinke fingerprint no near the near matching it to the database through the collection of a year Ghana card information. Ebemba o mind mu aye safe. Because there will be more chrono. Emma onyane wabra yenchiri because we have a data on a year Ghana card. Now, the same way as obi bo chrono na yenya information no wia because ye gi nipa na address system ni mobile money ntino. Ye bet the mobile number ntino. You bet me a tracy nipana ako. So the country becomes safe. So you see, security in this country now, Mr. Man, it is linked to collection of data. So you cannot downplay the importance of Ghana card. Now, mobile money fraud, SIM card fraud. People do people for any reasons best known to them. And Mr. Man, until you understand the say one single data collection point. America, there is no way we'll be documenting. You cannot be in America without having a green card and a passport and American documentation. How is that possible? So America now, what you know? They don't joke with collection of data. Even about education or minor education, the growth pattern of our education. See, a bit me a Ghana card is the only thing that is going to educate people. Say the last 10 years, we've had this number of students coming out as political science student. We've had this number of students coming out as a Greek student. We've had this number of people coming out as engineering student, as plumbers, as masons, as tilers, as electricians. So we need Ghana card information. You do guesswork on development of a nation. Mr. Man, Ghana card information, again, the only thing it does better, which you need to learn, and say, the number of people living below the poverty line. You don't just sit there and say, bread and butter, bread and butter. Mr. Man, what you need to do is to educate the youth. Ghana card is very, very important because, one, people living below the poverty line, when you use the Human Development Index of the nation and the continent at large, what you need to do is that Ghana card never chire nipa dodo omu ni adwumayo. Ghana card never chire nipa omu spending a year less than $2 a day. Ghana card never mo say okay, government after I'm going to put out a year initiatives which is poverty alleviation initiatives. And this is simple. Fingerprint, way on top of my head I'm even giving you this education. But you could just Google, say, what is the importance of information data? So instead of coming to sit there, and I just said, Ghana card, we here chair, Viania, or Yabua, or just said Ghana card, we here chair, Kwasia, or just said Ghana card, which here chair security. But all these things you are mentioning, it is linked to information collection. I don't know how the youth of this, my catch up for the records, and you might hear by and say, Obia tum futu house cleaning, we come. Near pray for you. And you to say, you will realize that when we build a nation, it is about information. You can't build a nation anyhow. You can't just wake up and say, food a day. Food a day. Food a day. Because policies are your deba and many power to the piano. You need data to be able to come up with policies. Ghana card never share the number of people who are doctors. Ghana card never share the number of people who are nurses. Ghana card never share the number of people who are teachers. Now, when they will be exiting office into retirement. Now, student do are producing in the last 10 years. Our Monso Babe replaces Ancrofono. Nan campus ya baby a shortfalling. Then we can come up. So you need data to do all these things. Mr. Man, simple Google research you couldn't do. You know what I'm saying? Wait, simple. Data. Simple. Please, you have the attention of the NDC youth, which is a fact. Don't miseducate them. It's not good. You are not doing any good to the youth of this nation. You are not doing any good to them. You think you are saving the nation by always kwasia, abua, Jimmy, but you are actually making the youth very empty-headed. You today, they are not learning anything from you. They are only narcotized on your kwasia and abua and Jimmy and muya Jimmy. They are only narcotized on it. Information opium. You are only giving them information which has made them very redundant. I can't use that word. Mr. Man. So please, a little education. Learn. You see, say, oh, learn it. Now, information. Now, data. Now, can once more. Kwasiani abua memu. Unya brekura. So, Mr. Man, please, learn. Please, read. Research. Do research. Please, Kevin Taylor, with all due respect, do research. Focus and do research. Let your research speak for you. When you come and you are discussing matters, it is not about who you hate or you don't hate. It is about speaking to fact. It's about putting things on record. It is not about saying, Kwasiani Abua. And you see, I can understand. I was at your place before. Madru, baby, I would just see ano. My baby pain. Say, baby, I Kevin Taylor was here. My baby pain. Also, when this will happen. So, in fact, me I accept. At some point, the emotions were driving me more than education. And maybe I Kevin Taylor one year, maybe I made me free war because they say I educate myself, I read. Because I may catch him so, oh, Jack, said you must be reading all. But Kevin Taylor won't read. Kevin Taylor will come and use emotions. Said maybe a champion here. The emotions, you know what they drive you to know, but emotions do not build a nation. So Kevin Taylor, please, you have the attention of the Ghanaian youth. It's okay. And now you say almost GBC, so almost stop it, Kevin Taylor, and walk him. No, but stop it because say who round call and go for fee. Now there be a kwasia, abua Jimmy, muya kwasia. Why would they want to let you into their homes? They'll have to stop you because we don't build a nation like that. Miankasa between one of the reasons in here may call out of the media for 3 months was to work on myself. Say kwasiani abuana, sometimes you get emotional and speak about them. No, you want to do away with them. So, Mr. Man, please, at this point, when you have the attention of the youth, you need to read and educate them. Don't get emotional. Emotions, tantrums, insults are weapons for the weak mind. Again, emun shada not ne empia. Ana kwasiani abuwa ni Jimmy free mu babibre. Dem ka dia say. Say yam dem ka dia say. Say Jeno dem ka dia say. Say adwene no and not empi pillet and movelet adwene mu mpia. If it's not pillet and fillet, if the mind is not pillet and fillet, kwasiani abuwa dia mo beti sa because and this is Google. Google no one in sabo phone e kura no.
Na command.
Yeah.
Unji say eno na youth ne pen.
You see, eno na youth ne pa. You the pakuro ya se wo boa ama youth no e develop it. In the next 15-20 years, say youth ya wo ya omo kwasia aboa Jimmy eno na omo besu ya. Kwasia aboa Jimmy ya no musu ya. And say youth we will have to compete with Chinese youth. Say youth we will have to compete with US youth. You two will have to compete with Russia youth. You two will have to compete with UK, Britain, Germany. And all you are teaching this youth, Kwasia, Abua, Jimmy, no substance. Substance in him. And when you do that, Mr. Man, what you have done is that you are rather destroying the youth than helping them. So you are not helping anybody apart from yourself. Sikaka krabenya no social media. And the numbers now, and you are not helping anybody. Kwasia, Abua, Jimmy. When you learn, when you read, when you get information, all the better now can. Nanzemi will say, and I'm see a day, your mama, Asante regional vote, statistics in the buyer. May also want discuss a Kwabena do Fuasem, and also try, say, obey statistics and data. oh Jeff no trifanable more trifanable was you away 2 hour 2% now ufani say 2% no about 5%. Yeah. Now we are able to shape the conversation away from Gwasiani Abua Kakra.
Yeah, that's what
it is good when Kelvin is delving into matters like figures, though or bread here. We say we have video no or bread, no but or try, which is good. That is where we want to move the conversation to. Sure. The conversation should not be about Kwasia, Abua Jimmy. So, Mr. Man, with the greatest of respect, please, the youth of this nation, the misinformation and the disinformation is way too much for them. Please do them good. Please educate them. Please tell them the reality. Don't do too much emotions. Don't do too much insults. I think it doesn't help in nation building. It doesn't help in discourse of the we need to discuss matters dispassionately. Kelvin Taylor.
Come on, we are coming to Japan. Say Kelvin Taylor and Sabeka.
Oh, let's have a kind of a tower. Hey, what a we say, I'm sure with you. Oh, no, from Waba.
Yeah.
No, you can't say more.
Boss man say meet me we say.
The line can go yo.
Yeah.
Is it a one was another for?
Bad down crank.
Obejai.
Yeah, so
Obejai.
Let's have
intellectual discourse. Intellectual discourse. If you can't hold intellectual discourse, you resort to Kwasia and Abua. Jimmy, Debbie. Kevin, you don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. A young man, don't do that. You are a young man, and you don't really have a future in media because NDC NDC followers in India will turn against you if you go after them. And so far, as it stands, when people will be a new wumbio, you don't really have a future. Who there is a media no?
Command NDA or say MPP, NDA won't be.
Oh yeah, MPP. Oh yeah, Nana kuna do Fonka boys in India. Oh yeah, MPP ni. Yeah, MPP for you. May listo Bobias, ye for MPP mo. May omona ko na no be share listo. But we don't come. We are Fonka boys in Libya. Oh yeah, MPP ni. But I'm saying that NDC ba mo. Obviously, if NDC comes, we are so attack NDC. NDC youth will come after you. Said they no after me. That means NDC we need. Your relevance in the media is out. But in the meantime, please help the youth by educating them. You are not helping the youth. Young man, please help the youth. You are my junior brother, which is okay. Oko Abuchi it's 3 years in Imua. Can Oko Abuchi 3 years in? Okay, I think 2017 or 2018 Oko Abuchi. So please do well. Don't do that. And I don't go be editing documents. Some me what documentary, me what this, no I edit 2 documents. Who edit 2 documents are verify. Don't come up and say military documents are bano 35th July. And why will US do that? US military intelligence report and at 35th July also don't do that. Again, don't go and be editing Cartoon Network and say president is my lawyer. Everyone can say Adena media na organ and monka galam saying because it lacked substance. Kevin, good day. Oh, you okay, dear? Me don't make a any abuanchi. I won't do that. Me for you don't messia or you junior. Me for the messia. I won't do that. Oh, papa, a petition bar now was saying I won't come and talk about it. Gaslight.
So I can't.
Oh, that men kind. And I'm a kind of my mission for you. Kevin, I won't talk about them. But please educate the people.
Yo, Kelvin Taylor educate the people by KATAKYIE AFRIFA. KATAKYIE AFRIFA akasa ewi. Obi atie de course de KATAKYIE AFRIFA nso ewo edema Kelvin Taylor. Ndi say de ose Kelvin Taylor enjai said de ayana wodidi atem no educate the youth no hu ne ekoso wo grounds a eno no emmo oman Ghana na yemfe atuma pamfra no njai aboa ne kwase adi jimi ne sebi manu da samna so mpanyiko mani mu a o ma metwe ne ade no dabi na on timi fa na yere Juni no embassy platform so non kanasem or say I won't do that. So Kelvin, we na okatakyie AFRIFA so ewo edema wo. Nti minim say they are Kelvin Taylor no so we ba reply. Aba bibia ko so kaba busia kwa na me see everything the one don obit my friend Jamal Joseph Beje so. Wadaruma. Say na your first time wa